Here we introduce the main methods of stop smoking before Aeviila's method. The first category are sheer willpower stop smoking methods. This method entails quitting smoking without the assistance of any supporting tools, relying solely on sheer willpower. There are two main categories: the cold turkey, where smoking is immediately and completely halted with no transition period, and the gradual stop smoking method without any auxiliary tools, where the number of cigarettes smoked is progressively reduced until, in the later stages, even a partially smoked cigarette is discarded before it is finished. The complete cessation happens only when the amount of smoking each day is small enough to do so. The second category are nicotine replacement therapy products. The theory of nicotine replacement therapy was introduced by Swedish scientists in 1973, and by 1978, the world saw its first products: nicotine chewing gum and patches. This category of products can be divided into three primary types. The first type are traditional NRT products, including nicotine chewable gum, also nicotine candy, nicotine patches, nicotine sprays, nicotine inhalers, and nicotine lozenges. The second type are e-cigarettes, most of which contain nicotine and were initially designed for smoking cessation but have now evolved into a new method of nicotine inhalation. The third type are Varenicline, acts as a partial agonist of acetylcholine receptors. Despite lacking nicotine, its mechanism mimics that of nicotine, interacting with acetylcholine receptors to produce effects. Hence, it can also be considered a form of NRT. Cytisine can also partially stimulate acetylcholine's receptors. Its mechanism to stop smoking is similar to Varenicline. The third category are the stop smoking products recommended by the World Health Organization (WHO). Apart from Varenicline and NRT products, WHO recommends Bupropion hydrochloride, an antidepressant with dopamine and norepinephrine activity, approved for smoking cessation in 1997. The fourth category of stop smoking products claim to regulate the amount of nicotine inhalation by adjusting the size or number of leakage holes, to help smokers gradually reduce the amount of nicotine inhalation to achieve the purpose of smoking cessation. There are two types. The first is a small device with which smokers can punch holes in the sponge nozzle of a cigarette before each cigarette is smoked, adjusting the degree of air leakage by the number of holes. The second is a filter tip with a leak hole, and the degree of leakage can be adjusted by the size of the hole. Beyond the products and methods mentioned above, a diverse array of other smoking cessation options without nicotine effects exists. Being unable to compensate for the effects of nicotine, they are no better than the gradual sheer willpower smoking cessation method, which uses no auxiliary tools. Each of them has minimal or no impact on smoking cessation, serving merely as placebos, or diverting attention. The first are medications like Clonidine, Nortriptyline, and others. The second are the various cigarettes containing no nicotine or only tiny amount of nicotine, such as Herbal cigarettes, cigarettes, etc. The third are cigarette-like sticks without combustion for simulating smoking, producing smoke-free but flavored air to be inhaled, such as mint-flavored sticks. The fourth are the various stop-smoking teas and candies with no nicotine. The fifth are the products inducing nausea for the smoker, such as a quit-smoking soup containing Houttuynia cordata. The sixth are the devices discouraging, interfering, or preventing smoking. The seventh are the quit-smoking snuffs containing betel nut. The eighth are the various ineffective quit-smoking methods, such as aversion therapy, auricular acupuncture, tapping and pressing therapy, Bach flower remedies, and more.